Good evening and welcome here to Simple Scotch Reviews. Here we have Balvenie 14 Caribbean Cask. It's a 14-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey bottled at 43%, finished in Caribbean rum casks. So my experience with rum finished whiskey is rather small. There isn't a whole lot of it that I've seen out there available for purchase, so I don't think anyone has that much of a larger experience. I think there used to be like a 17 rum cask, and there's a couple other brands like a Dewar's rum cask. There's a couple others out there, but I mean, I don't think anyone has as much experience in that as people do in sherried whiskey, just because it's obviously much more popular. But either way, let's get into the whiskey. It's 43% ABV. Can't remember if I said that. So right away on the nose, it's a sweet, desserty whiskey. You're gonna get brown sugar, molasses, a little bit of vanilla, and then behind those sweet notes, you're gonna start getting the fruit. It's tropical fruit, maybe some pineapple in there. Almost getting a citrusy, little citrusy note in there. Good stuff. You know, the vanilla cream, frosting, rich brown sugar, the molassesy note. You know, it's got a great nose. All right, so the desserty theme continues onto the palate. For me, those sweet notes remain dominant, the brown sugar, vanilla, but then right behind them comes with there's some pineapple, some other tropical flavors. I'm not getting any hint of citrus at all on the palate. Then I'm getting some for sure, some baking spices in there with the fruit sweetness. Maybe a little cinnamon. The finish, I'd put it in that medium range. Nothing new shows itself on the finish, just sweetness, fruit, and some of that baking spice lingers. Have to do a side by side with some other Balvenies just to see, but you know, it is a good Balvenie. I guess quick recap. This was a very quick review. So quick recap: the sweet notes, dessertiness is what I get in this one. Rich brown sugar, vanilla, and then there is some fruit and baking spice. I think it is. It's not cloyingly sweet. I'd like to try more sipping rum. Of the aged rums I've tried, I haven't found any I enjoy, and I do find them cloyingly overly sweet. Typically, but I will note, I don't want to get too far down the rum rabbit hole myself, but just gonna say that, yeah, the rum finish on Scotch is nice and doesn't get that sweet for me. Obviously, sweet notes are a big part of this whiskey. Got the brown sugar, molasses, a little bit of vanilla, and then behind those dominant sweetness notes is where I start getting the tropical fruits. And in the nose, for whatever reason, I get that hint of citrus. Not getting it. It's definitely there, the citrus on the nose, but on the palate, not getting a hint of it at all. Definitely a nice whiskey. If you don't really like the sweet spectrum of Scotch flavors, this might be one to sit out, but overall for me, this whiskey, must try category. Even though I wouldn't necessarily, it's nice Scotch, I wouldn't rate it among, you know, my top favorite whiskeys. The reason I give it a must try, even if it's not as good as some other must tries, is just because if you haven't tried rum finished Scotch, you definitely want to try it, because there are a lot of people out there who Balvenie 14 Caribbean Cask is their absolute favorite Scotch of everything they've tried. So I recommend everyone try it from that standpoint, because you might find your absolute favorite, this is my thing, my style. So from that standpoint, everyone needs to try it. That being said, it still is a very nice Scotch, and it holds its own against others. I'd be interested in trying some other distilleries rum finish. I think Springbank I had, but I'm not a fan at all of Springbank in general, so I'm not gonna hate on that Rumcast too much for what Springbank did with it. But I would like to try some others. I believe the only other rum finish review on here is Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve. I think is the only other one, but hope this review helps if you've considered buying it. I think it's a must try from the points I made and it being a good Scotch. So hopefully this review helps. Check out the channel, like, subscribe. You'll stay up to date with all the reviews. There's tons to go through on there, and there's going to be plenty more updated. Lots of whiskey to get to. So hopefully more come up soon, so you can stay tuned in and check them out. All types of whiskey, American, Canadian, Irish, Scotch, it's all coming. So as soon as I get all those videos taped, we can get those put up there. Enjoy your Scotch. Definitely get yourself some Balvenie 14 and enjoy the other videos while you're trying your Balvenie. Thanks for watching.